Popular carbon-14, potassium-argon, uranium-lead, and rubidium-strontium dating methods are based on unprovable assumptions and have several proven inconsistencies, so they should not be relied upon as absolutely precise calculators of Earth's age. Evolutionists assume they know how much of both the parent and daughter element existed in the rock when it was formed. They also assume none of either the parent or daughter element was added or lost during the decay process. Finally, they assume the rate of decay has been constant. The problem for them is none of these assumptions can be empirically proven. The errors associated with these procedures have caused unbelievable dates in many cases. For example, volcanic material from Hawaii, known to be less than 200 years old, was determined by evolutionists using the potassium-argon dating method to be between 160 million and 3 billion years old. A few of the many additional examples of obviously incorrectly dated rocks are shown on the slide. Further highlighting the errors of evolutionary dating methods, according to the carbon-14 radiocarbon method, a shell from a living snail was declared to be dead for 26,000 years, a freshly killed seal supposedly perished 1,300 years ago, and a one-year-old leaf was deemed 400 years old. Evolutionist Robert Lee admitted, "The troubles of the radiocarbon dating method are undeniably deep and serious. No matter how useful it is, the radiocarbon method is still not capable of yielding accurate and reliable results. There are gross discrepancies, the chronology is uneven and relative, and the accepted dates are actually selected dates. Since different rock dating methods produce widely divergent ages, and because unproven assumptions are associated with each method, scientists cannot really know for sure the age of any rock upon Earth." Marvin Lubenow said, "A very popular myth is that the radioactive dating methods are an independent confirmation of the geologic time scale and the concept of human evolution. The radioactive dating methods are a classic example of self-deception and circular reasoning. Self-deceived evolutionists actually select a range of acceptable dates for their specimens before they are tested and dismiss any ages that contradict their preconceived conclusion. The reasoning of evolutionists is also circular, since they use the fossil record to date geologic strata and use geologic strata to date the fossil record. In reality, since evolutionists don't know the actual age of either fossils or the strata they appear in, the dates they proclaim are arbitrary, biased, and unreliable. Sadly, they have successfully persuaded the general public to believe their biased dates are undeniably correct." Evolutionists insist millions or billions of years are required for coal, oil, stalactite, opal, and diamond formation, as well as tree petrification, which is supposed proof Earth is at least millions or billions of years old. However, they have failed to acknowledge the fact that coal and oil can be formed in a laboratory within 20 minutes and 2 hours respectively. Given the right conditions, such as those which would have been provided by a worldwide flood, there is no reason to believe several million years are required in nature to produce the same effect. Also, massive stalactites have been seen forming in natural conditions within 50 years. As Jerry Trout, a cave specialist for the Forest Service, has observed, stalactites can actually grow several inches in just days. Interestingly, between 1924 and 1988, a sign above the entrance to Carlsbad Cavern claimed it was at least 260 million years old. Then in 1988, the sign was changed to read 7 to 10 million years old, followed by 2 million years before it was eventually removed. This situation highlights the reality that geologic ages based on the evolutionary dating system are uncertain and constantly changing. To the dismay of evolutionists, trees can be petrified in a lab within 2 years, and several reports verify wood can be naturally petrified within 25 to 50 years. This slide shows that obviously modern things such as a hat, ham, and teddy bear can be petrified naturally and quickly, so there really is no reason to believe petrification requires millions of years. Also, contrary to evolutionary assumptions, opals can actually form in months instead of millions of years. Further surprising evolutionists is the truth that diamonds can be created in just hours instead of 1 to 3 billion years. Also relevant is the fact that rapidly decaying carbon-14 is potentially detectable in organic remains with maximum ages of 100,000 years, so should no longer be present in diamonds, coal, oil, dinosaur bone, and other things according to evolutionary theory. Yet this element still exists in easily detectable levels, which means these items cannot be millions or billions of years old, and in fact are likely only several thousand years old, fitting the biblical timeline. While quickly forming coal, oil, stalactites, opals, diamonds, and petrified structures are shocking to evolutionists and therefore generally ignored since they don't mirror the evolutionary timeline, they fit easily within creationist timeframes.